Hey guys, welcome to my channel BitGlenn. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I've learned in the world of cryptocurrencies as I go through it. So in today's episode I actually wanted to compare 3 different cryptocurrency based cards that are currently available in the UK to me at the moment. There seem to be a few of them on the way, so these seem to be the best of the bunch at the moment, so I thought now would be a perfect time to compare the pros and cons of each card. We have coming up the crypto.com card, we also have the Coinbase card, and we also have a Revolut account with a gold metal version. How do they compare shopping using of your crypto, buying crypto, selling crypto? We're going to go into all of that in this video. So let's get right into the video. So before we get into the main topic of the video today, could you please smash that like button for me? I actually risked getting coronavirus for you guys, so I hope you appreciate that. Not a guilt trip in any way, shape or form. And also thank you to all the new subscribers recently. My channel is now at 2,100, so it feels like only a couple days ago we were saying well done for 2,000, and a couple days later we're at 2,100. So that is awesome. Thank you to all the new viewers. I really appreciate it. I'm getting a lot of comments as well saying really like your videos, like your content, like your honesty. So I really do appreciate that. It just keeps spurring me on to do more and more of these videos. So if you want to chat to me more on a one-to-one basis, you can contact me via Twitter, which is just BitGlenn, or you can join the Team BitGlenn group chat on Telegram. There's no shilling, no scams, but it's just a group of us. We're at almost 200 now, just all talking things about cryptocurrency, altcoins that we like the sound of, and all round just a group of good guys and gals. So that's enough of me shilling all my social media. So let's get into today's video. So obviously we've got these 3 cards here. We have the Coinbase card, we have the crypto.com card, and I also chucked in Revolut in there as well, because they offer, actually you can buy cryptocurrencies on this, or can you? We'll get into that in a second. But we're going to be comparing all 3, seeing what are their best features and what is it about each card that makes it special, or are they completely a waste of your time? We're going to find out in this review, and then at the end I'm actually going to be picking one that I feel is the best out of all 3. There is a link to all 3 of these cards in the description down below. Some of them are referral links, so just bear that in mind. Some of them are not, they're just links to the page. The first thing we need to do is to find out how easy they are to use, because essentially they're debit cards that we want to be able to use normal debit card things for. I know they're not as popular nowadays because everything's contactless, but we want to be able to withdraw cash from a cash machine with all 3 of them. We also want to be going to shops and making sort of micro purchases, if you like, very small transactions, just like day-to-day living stuff, because that's what we want them for at the end of the day. And then also the big thing, which I think is the most important feature of all of these cards, is the app, because all 3 of these cards have an app that goes with it for your iPhone or your Android phone. And really that is the bulk of the data and what you can do and the features of each card. The actual cards themselves, it's pretty bog standard. They're obviously to be able to withdraw cash. Some of them charge you, some of them don't. Some of them are quite easy to get your PIN number if you ever lost it, or to freeze the card. Some of them are not. But we're going to get into all of that in a second. So before we start off this review, probably the best thing to do is to actually go out into the real world and use these bad boys, and then we'll come back and we'll assess our findings after. So follow me, let's go. Okay, so I'm here in a supermarket and I'm going to use the Coinbase card to make a purchase, and then I'm going to take all 3 cards to a cash machine to see if I can withdraw cash and also how much it costs and stuff like that. So Let's see how we get on. Cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Okay, so I just tried to use the Coinbase card to make a purchase of £4 or something. It did go through in the end, but I tried the contactless twice and it didn't work. So I don't know if that's because I've just changed the PIN number. Sometimes with debit cards, you have to use the PIN number first time and then after that you can use contactless. But at least I got a selfie stick, so I haven't got to hold this with my hand right in front of my face anymore. So let's go over and try and withdraw some cash from these cards. Okay, so I actually drove to a different supermarket, a Co-op near where I live, but the last time I used that one, it charged me £3.99 per cash withdrawal. Obviously I'm going to try and withdraw cash off all 3 cards. It would cost me about £12, £13 to just withdraw 3 lots of £10. So yeah, I've come to Sainsbury's, so I'm going to use that cash machine there, because I withdrew off here with my crypto.com card before and it didn't charge me anything, so that's good. Apparently it's because they have a partnership with Wirex and they're just almost like a prepaid credit card type thing. Providers have different agreements with different cash machine providers, so you may get charged depending on what type of cash machine it is and stuff like that. One of the guys in the Team Bit Glenn group chat told me about that. I wasn't aware of that, so I've come to one where it's free anyway, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so we're back in the crypto shed. So we have obviously the 3 different cards that I've just used there in those videos. So I managed to withdraw £10 cash from each one from the cash machine. Very easy. I managed to change the PIN number on 2 of those, just like you normally would with a debit card. And then I was able to make 3 small transactions. Now I did have an issue because I changed the PIN number on this Coinbase card. And then I tried to use the contactless straight after. It actually didn't decline, but it wouldn't go through twice. So I had to put my card in and do the chip and pin method. The other 2 were alright because I didn't need to change the pin number on them. So the contactless worked on those straight away. But once you've typed in your chip and pin once to make a purchase, when you make a second purchase, which is why I wanted to buy free items from the big supermarket so I could actually try out the contactless, because I thought, oh, what if it's an issue with Coinbase or something? And it did go through straight away, so that's all good news. So that's what I have found. You can use all three of these cards to do your general shopping, general living without any issues, just like any other normal card. Now, what I do have to state is that with the crypto.com and also the Revolut cards, is that they are a form of prepaid credit cards, or they're debit cards, but they're prepaid ones. So there may be certain features of a normal card that you may not be able to use depending on what country you're in and what it is you're trying to do. What do I mean by that? So I couldn't buy, say, cryptocurrency from Coinbase using my crypto.com card. I couldn't buy something from the Nike store because they're actually registered in some country in Europe that wouldn't allow me to use a prepaid card for some reason, so I had to use a debit card. There was a cash machine that I went to using the crypto.com card, and normally it doesn't charge you anything to withdraw cash. I use it all the time for all my debit cards, credit cards. It never ever prompts me to say, like, you have to pay for this transaction. Whereas the crypto.com card, because it's supplied by, it's a prepaid credit card with Wirex or something like that, I don't know. It charged me £3.99 to withdraw cash. So obviously today I was trying to withdraw £10 cash. So I didn't want to pay £4 in fees. And then obviously the app charges you on top of that. So you do have to be careful with what cash machines you're using, what the fees are, what your limits are. You have to be careful obviously with all of those, and that is where the apps really come into it, because you can monitor all of that stuff. That's my take on actually using all three of these cards. Now let's actually bring up the apps for each one and actually have a look at what features each card has and why that's useful to us in the real world. Okay, so we have the free apps that complement obviously these free cards. And the first one we're going to look at is the Coinbase card. Now, the Coinbase card is probably the easiest one to talk about because it offers such little features. But it does do one thing really well, which is killer. So you can see my transactions that I made today. I withdrew £10 cash, which you can see how much Ethereum that actually cost me. And if you click this little arrow here, it gives you the details of the transaction. So I don't know if you guys can see that there, but I'll read it out. So from my crypto wallet for £10 worth of British pounds, that cost me 0.055 of an Ethereum, with the price of Ethereum at the time of the transaction at 1 Ethereum at £185. And then the fee for that was 0.0013. So very low Ethereum fee. But you have to take that all into account. Depending on the fees for the network at the time, because you are literally spending your crypto with the Coinbase card, and that is a feature that is not available on the other two. So with the Coinbase card, you can literally buy Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP. You can store it on this card and you can spend it. The actual crypto, and it does the conversion for you at the point of sale. So if I now go over up this top bit here where this little wallet symbol is, if I click that, you can see these are all the different wallet balances that you can actually have on here. So if you actually own any cryptocurrency through Coinbase, remember these are two separate apps. You've got Coinbase and then you've got the Coinbase card. You have to link the two together. Otherwise, you have to send over the cryptocurrency individually to this app. That's how I've been doing it for the last, I don't know, 8 months to a year. But now you're able to sync them together. So anything you have on Coinbase, you will have on here. Anything you spend will come off your Coinbase account. So that's really cool. That means you can actually spend cryptocurrency on real world things. No other card, as far as I know, does this, or does it with at least the amount of V's that there is. But with this card, that is it. So apart from like there's a setting page where you can view your PIN number, which is a little bit annoying. Instead of just clicking on a button and you're able to view it or change it, you have to ring up this automated voice system, which I had to do today, so that was a bit annoying. Then you have to start typing details in. Then we have here our transactions, so you can see here finance. I withdrew £10 worth of cash, and I've spent £5.69 on groceries. That's it really. Monthly statements, log out. Very, very basic app, but like I say, just remember you can actually spend your crypto at the point of sale. So that is quite unique to these guys. Now, the only other, I'm sure there's loads of other companies that are doing it, but the only one that I would be interested going forward who are meant to be doing something like this is the Nexo platform. They were going to have a card that you could actually use your Bitcoin balances to go out and spend, but they convert it and then you owe that money back. So you're sort of like a lending platform, but I'm waiting to see what happens with Nexo, but they're not available just yet. If you actually want to spend crypto, like actual crypto, then this is your best choice. So this Coinbase win that hands down over the other two. You may think, yeah, but Glenn, what about crypto.com or the Revolut one? They do not offer the ability to spend your crypto. They offer the abilities to sell your crypto and then get the fiat side of it and then top up your balance with it. That's it. You can't actually spend crypto with either of these. So Coinbase is king for that point. And that's really it. I can't really show you much else because there is literally nothing. That's it. You can view obviously how much the Ethereum was at the time and what the gas fee was. But this is something that did worry me actually. You can see here that it says transaction status pending, transaction type pending. And it says that for 2 of the transactions, but not the cash withdrawal. The cash withdrawal, it shows that it went through complete. It says transaction status complete. So that happened instantly. But the actual purchasing of goods through a shop, they're still pending even though it's hours later. So I assume that's going to be on there until the vendor has finished the transaction their end, which obviously we all know normally takes 3 to 5 working days. So that may stay like that for a few days. But I would hate to think that if it didn't go through, then that shop then thinks that I'm actually just stealing or something. So that's just something just to be careful of. Right, so let's go over to crypto.com. Crypto.com, if I go to my accounts or the card section, we'll be able to see. So here's what I have in my crypto.com card. You can see here that I've got ATM £10 that we've done today. And you can also see that they actually charged me 20p as a fee. Now, you can actually withdraw a set amount of money each month from an ATM completely free of charge. Depending on the level of card that you get, they have the red one, the green one, obviously the black one. They all have different limits that you can withdraw cash for free. I actually withdrew about £900 to £1,000 worth of cash this month. So once the new month starts, then I can start withdrawing cash free. The only thing though that you can do with this card at this point is you can either go around the shops and spend that £21.68, or you can exchange it for euros. So if I show you here, you can click exchange and I can exchange my British pounds for euros, and it's pretty quick. It says it's going to be fee free, so that's pretty good again. There you go. So I've just converted my pounds into euros. I'm going to exchange that back, and that is it. So that is what you can do. You can either exchange your pounds to euros, or you can go and spend it or withdraw it from a cash machine. That is it. It says here send, but the only thing you can do is add a friend that has an MCO card and send them money. You can't send it to your bank. You can't send it to a credit card. There's no way of getting this money out unless you withdraw it from a cash machine or spend it. That's it. So that's something to be wary of. Where crypto.com really strides ahead at this point in the race is the amount of features that this app contains. You can, if you want to, use your card. You can use the app to borrow money against your cryptocurrency. So if you've got £1,000 worth of Bitcoin and you think, I really need 500 quid cash quick, you can actually just, with the balances that you have, that £1,000, you can now lend against it. So you click on the credit tab and it will tell you what rates you will get and how long. If you stake more than 500 MCO, then you actually get a better rate. I haven't got that. I've only got 50 MTO stakes. I've got about 100 actually. So these are the rates that I would have to pay. They're all 12% APR and they're all a loan limit of 50%. So if you put £1,000 into this card, you can, worth of Bitcoin, you can borrow 50% of that. So you'd have £500 to be able to go out and use and actually spend. So that's pretty good. Or you can convert it into, and then you can obviously sell that or exchange it for actual fiat money and it would go into your fiat wallet. You can see the minimum requirement for a loan is £100, so pretty low I'd say. And then you have the maximum amount, so if you're like really rich. So that's really cool. So you can borrow, that's 12% per annum. You can do that anytime you want and then obviously go and use it on the card. So you can't do that with Coinbase yet. So that's one feature they've got. They also have the earn feature, which means you can actually stake your cryptocurrency and start earning interest on them. As I'm doing here, I am staking 53 MCO, you can see at the bottom there, at a rate of 4% per annum. I wish I wasn't. I wish I was. I actually have this crypto.com coin CRO token, which is to do with their exchange side of it. But you can actually earn 20% interest with these guys. But I've chose to put it in a flexible account, which means I can withdraw it whenever I like. There's no 3 month, 6 month time period. You can just withdraw it whenever you like. So I've got that there. I'm earning 12% per annum and they pay you out every day. So obviously your balance is always going up. You also have access to any funds that you have on your exchange side of the company. So if you go to the exchange crypto.com, this is my balances for all of my crypto and you can see every transaction that you've made on the exchange. You also have this tracking ability, so you can track the price of cryptocurrencies, but this is where I would say crypto.com is better than the Coinbase card, because remember, you can't buy cryptocurrencies on this card. You have to do it through the Coinbase app and then obviously it becomes available on here. So, but with this one, you can buy it directly through the app. So I can just go on here and click with that. I can just top up my Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, Bitcoin Cash. There's loads that you can just buy straight through the app. So that's awesome. I really like that. If you want, you can send your cryptocurrencies to other people through this app, so you can pay them. You can also buy airtime. So this is quite popular in countries where I know that in places like Africa, they're quite used to a digital currency already, and that's actually airtime. So they will buy and sell goods for sort of prepaid credit on mobile phones because they don't really have access to like contract phones like we may have in the Western world. So you can buy that using the app directly. You can also buy gift cards. So if I wanted to go shop at Sainsbury's, I can buy this gift card through them. It comes through as an e-gift card. So you get it as an email, like a barcode. You can go into shop, give the cashier the barcode, she'll go beep, scan it, and it will deduct that amount off your bill, whatever it is you owe. If you stake CRO, which I am, you get double the rewards at the moment, so you can get 10% cash back, and there's loads of these. If I go, we've got all the United Kingdom available cards. You can see here there's Starbucks, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's, Apple Store, Argos. There's loads and loads on here that you can get discounted gift cards for. So that's awesome if you're shopping about for a gift, or even if you play your cards right, you can just buy these gift cards and then go and do your shopping with it. So then you'd see that discount straight away. So again, that's a really cool feature. We'll go over to the actual websites in a minute where they advertise these, because we'll look at the fees and stuff. But through this app as well, you can claim money back for a Netflix subscription, depending on what level tier card you go for, Amazon Prime, Spotify, access to airport lounges, depending on the airport and countries and stuff like that. So yeah, really, really cool features. These guys are really pushing the boundaries of what a cryptocurrency company can offer client. I haven't seen anyone else come anywhere near this level of detail and services all within one app. So that's really cool. But just remember, some of the features on the app don't really help you out with the card side of it. So, you know, we have to make sure there's a distinction between the two there. So the last one is Revolut. Now, some of you might be saying, Glenn, why are you showing the Revolut card? Well, whenever I do a video talking about a cryptocurrency card, I always get, especially people from Europe, always comment, oh, I use the Revolut card to transfer pounds into euros and then euros into Coinbase and then buy yada, yada, yada. And you can actually buy cryptocurrencies through there. But can you? Let's have a little look. So this is their app. Now, I will say that their app is not as easily to navigate as the crypto card, which was one of my complaints about the crypto.com card in the first place. But this one, I've used this card for a couple of years now, and still I have to sort of double look and think, oh yeah, what's the button? There's so much going on here, and there's so many services they offer on this that it'd be very hard for me to go through all of them now with you, because I wouldn't do it justice. So let's just run over the key features. This is a prepaid credit card, if you like, although it says it's a MasterCard debit. You top your balances up and then you can go out just like you would on the crypto.com card. They track all your spending, so if you want to keep an eye on what you actually spend, you've got a budget there, so you can set yourself a budget goal. You have things called vaults where you can basically set up loads of little savings accounts that pay you a lot higher interest than the banks are offering. I think at the moment they're offering like 1.05 interest rates on any of the vaults that you set up, which is really good compared to bank. Nowhere near obviously what crypto.com card gives you. You can, as long as you've got either account number or sort code, you can send it to other people that have got the Revolut card. They also offer, and this is why I've included this card, if you go over to the wealth side of the app, you have here that you can actually, it says trade free commission on stocks and shares, so that's really cool if you want to actually start getting involved in stocks and shares. But they also offer cryptocurrencies, and here you can buy either Bitcoin or Ethereum straight through the app. You can also buy Bitcoin Cash, Ether, Litecoin or Ripple, so you can buy those cryptocurrencies and hold them on there. But this is the flaw: you're not actually buying the cryptocurrency. I've read through all their terms and conditions to find out the exact wording of how they offer this. And what they're actually doing is they're actually selling you a ticker symbol at a set price. So let's just say Bitcoin hit 10,000 today. You would click in this app buy, and all it's doing is tracking from the minute that you buy it what it's worth, whether it's gone up or down. And then when you sell it through the app, it will obviously pay you whether it's gone up or down, like the amount of money that you've gained or lost. So therefore you can't send the cryptocurrencies out of this app because there is none. There is no hard wallet or soft wallet or anything like that. It's just you're buying the ticker symbol and you're hoping that it goes up and down. Now some people, a lot of people in cryptocurrency, they're just in it to see if cryptocurrencies go up or down. They don't care about their private keys. They don't care about owning the asset outright. They just want to know, if I put £100 into Bitcoin, will it go up 20%, 30% over the next coming years? So for some people this may be ideal, but just be wary, you're not actually buying the crypto on here. I just really want to make that clear to everyone, because I can see a lot of people getting fooled out by this. I get a lot of comments in the comment section down below, which I really appreciate, and people say, oh, I'll buy Bitcoin through Revolut, and I look at it and I think, yeah, try and withdraw that Bitcoin and see what happens, because there's no option for it here. And even I was going to start purchasing Bitcoin through this, but once I realized that I don't actually own the Bitcoin, it's just a tick symbol, then I was like, no, I'm not interested. You can also do commodities, so like gold and silver and stuff like that. And then these are the vaults that I was telling you about. So you can see here, I actually created one called Florida, where I was putting money aside for Florida, and I was earning 1% APR on that. But my holiday got cancelled due to coronavirus. So yeah, I've had to withdraw all of that out now. So you can also go through and try and lend with this app. It's actually a peer-to-peer lending. Obviously, you're not borrowing money against your assets. So you're not borrowing money against Bitcoin or your gold or stocks or shares or anything like that. But the downside of that is that then you have to go through the whole credit check, putting in your name, address, date of birth, what you earn a year and all that sort of stuff, just like you would any other loan. But it's peer-to-peer lending. So you're actually borrowing off someone else that's willing to put money into this platform. But they do offer things like insurance, and they do also offer quite good rewards. If you actually keep an eye on these rewards, if there's like a company that you particularly shop with all the time, so say like this one, limited time 15% cash back on vitamins with Simply Supplements, or if you use Uber Eats, 40% off Uber Eats. That's huge. So yeah, if you keep an eye on this, you can really start racking up the rewards. But you can see here up to 4% cashback, 50% off. But as we know, obviously the crypto.com offers 2% cashback rewards for the card that I've got all the time for any transaction, but then it also offers 10% on certain food and supplement companies at the moment. Due to the coronavirus, they're doing a special promotion that runs out at the end of this month, I believe. So they're the 3 different apps. Let's just have a quick overview. Coinbase card, you can actually spend your actual cryptocurrency, so that's a tick for me. Ding. Crypto.com offers loads of cryptocurrency services. They have an exchange. You can buy crypto straight through the app. You can lend against it. You can earn against it. You can send it to your wallet side. They've just implemented in the last couple of days that you can top this card up now. Instead of just using your credit and debit card, you can now use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also stable coins. So you could get the 50% loan against your cryptocurrency, get the stable coin, send it over to this card, and then you can actually convert that into actual fiat money that you can go and spend in the shops. So that's awesome. And I did a video a couple of days ago, or yesterday I believe, about my exit strategy and actually using a lending platform. Now if the rates come down on this, because I don't really want to be paying 12% rate for something where I've put 100% of the collateral up front. So this isn't my favorite lending platform at the moment, but that's probably another video. But it does give you that option. If Nexo don't release a card and I'm walking about and Bitcoin's gone up in price and I think, oh, do you know what, I want to buy a car, but all my crypto's tied up on this particular exchange or card or whatever, I can send it over to here, borrow the money against it, and then make that purchase with the card. So that is awesome. That's what we need in the cryptocurrency space. Revolut, if you don't want to be bothered with buying Bitcoin and making sure it's safe and secure and offering all of that stuff, then the Revolut app is awesome. If we actually compare the 3 cards, obviously these 2 are metal. This Coinbase one is bloody cheap. Like, it's really flimsy. I mean, I reckon I could snap this very easily. It's thinner than a normal credit card. I don't think you'll be able to see that on a video, but this is quite solid, whereas this is just flimsy as anything. It's probably the cheapest feeling and worst looking card that I own in my wallet, which is a shame because Coinbase charge so many fees. Obviously you're paying for a premium service, so that's a bit of a bummer. But it's actually the cheapest card to get out of these 3, so that would make sense. You have to pay £4.95 to get this card. That's for the card insurance that apparently is in the UK and Europe. I don't know. The crypto.com card is, you can either go for the free one, but obviously I've gone for the metal one, so you can see that this is a lot more, but I can't even bend that really. It's just really solid. So this is really nice, and it just feels like a premium product in your hand. I don't know if you guys can see there, I've actually scratched it with the car keys. You can see there that I've scratched the card, so the paint does come off, so just bear that in mind. And then you have this Revolut one, which is a metal card as well. I have to say that out of the 3 cards, I would say that this is my favourite looking card. I think this is the best looking card. I love the gold with the silver MasterCard, the silver Revolut logo at the top, and then obviously the silver chip and pin. So I would say that Revolut have won me over with the looks. Looks are important sometimes when you're out and you're spending loads of money. The Revolut card, you have to pay $12.99 a month for to get this metal card. So over the year, obviously that works out about £150 or $180 per year. So that's per year. Whereas obviously the crypto.com card, if you want the metal one, then you have to buy and stake 50 MCO. So that at the moment, because cryptocurrencies have dropped, it's probably back up to $5 now. But you'd have to stake 50 MCO at $5 each. So that's about $250, which works out about £210 in the UK. But once you've done that, As long as you keep that 50 MCO on there, you always own it, but you always have that metal card. If you want, you can go for the free card, which gives you 1% cash back, but that's not metal, that's plastic. I haven't seen one of those in the flesh, so I don't know if that's very similar to the Coinbase card. The other card that I have is actually this Sterling Bank. Now, I haven't included Sterling Bank because they offer no cryptocurrency services, but they are a bank that's actually registered in the UK. And something that this has over the others is that because it's actually registered as a UK bank, it has the insurance that backs your balances in UK bank accounts up to £75,000. The Revolut does not have that because they're registered abroad. The crypto.com don't have that either. They have taken out a insurance policy, which means they're the highest insured cryptocurrency company in the world right now, which is a big compliment to them. But yeah, that's something you have to bear in mind. If one of these go bust or they just close everyone's accounts and take all their money, you're not insured at all with any three of these, so just bear that in mind. So now we've actually used the cards and we've talked about how they look and how their apps work, let's actually delve a bit deeper into the fees and stuff. That obviously this is to do with our money, so money's very important. It's one of the most important aspects of having these cards, so we need to know what we're getting charged for and what services we can expect for those sort of fees. So this is the Coinbase card frequently asked question page. It says that it's available in pretty much all of Europe and UK, and then if we scroll down, we've got all the fees and limits here. So as I said earlier, there is a £4.95p charge for getting the card in the first place. You can withdraw up to £200 per month free cash, and then after that there's a fee of 1%, and this is a trend that you'll notice with Coinbase. If you do international cash withdrawals, it's up to £200 for free. It's not too bad. But then there's a 2% charge after that. Then you have the domestic purchase transaction fee is free. Whereas if you do the intra-EEA purchase transaction fee is 0.20 of the value of the point of sale transaction. International purchases is 3%. Ooh. Chargeback processing fee is £20. The crypto liquidation fees is 2.5% of the transaction. And then we have lastly the intra-EEA purchase transaction fee applicable to customers of Bulgaria, Croatia, Denmark, Hungary, Iceland, Norway, Poland, Romania and Sweden. So not the UK, so that's 0.2. There are quite a lot of fees with Coinbase card, and as you saw when I clicked on that app, you get charged the fee for converting Ethereum into whatever it's worth at that point in time, plus the gas fee. So you're getting charged Coinbase fee, Ethereum fee, and then depending on how you're using that money, you're going to get charged more Coinbase fee. So Coinbase does seem to charge quite a lot of fees. So that is something to bear in mind. So yet again, that's a thumbs down from me from Coinbase. Crypto.com, they have fees and stuff on their one. So normally when you try to top your card up using a credit or debit card, or use a credit or debit card to buy cryptocurrencies, there's normally a 3.5% fee, which is on the steep side, I must admit. But for the last 3 months, they've actually waived that because of obviously the coronavirus pandemic that's been going out. And also in the UK, there isn't an option to be able to send their money via bank transfer. Now, I think they've just teamed up with ClearPay, so you can actually do that now, but that's literally come in the last week or so. For the last couple of months, you've had to use a credit or debit card to top it up, so that's why they waived that fee. Let's compare these cards here. So this is the blue one. You do not need to stake anything to get this blue card. It is completely free. You get 1% cash back. You can't get any of the perks like you can with the metal cards. You can withdraw $200 worth. So obviously in British pounds, that's about £180 each month, fee free. And then after it's 2%. So when you go to a cash machine and it says your card issuer may charge you for this transaction, you get charged it later through the app. It won't come up on the screen. Now what you have to be really careful of is that if you go to a cash machine that says it costs you £3 to use this cash machine, and you click yes, you may be paying that fee for the actual card machine, plus then you're getting charged this fee later through the app. So just bear that in mind. Obviously that can rack up to quite high fees if you're only withdrawing like £10, hey. And something to point out, when they refer to everything about this card, so when they say you get Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, the Expedia 10% off, they don't give you the money to pay for these services. They rebate you the MCO of what MCO is worth at that point in time of those things. So let's just say Spotify is, I don't know, $10. Each MCO at the moment is worth, let's just say, $5. So you would get 2 MCO every month added to your account. Now you can actually exchange that using their exchange feature for stable coins, which you can then put on the card and actually go and spend that. You don't have to keep it as MCO, but just to let you know, there is that little hoop to go through if you want that back. So they're giving you MCO all the time, which means that after a while you may start off with this 50 MCO card, and if you're thinking, well, I want this one, I mean, I've accumulated, as you've seen, about 100 MCO, and I've only had the card about a month and a half, 2 months, and I've not actually purchased any more MCO. I've not gone and bought more MCO. This is just 100 MCO that I've accumulated from cashbacks and the 2% fee. I haven't even put in my Spotify, so I have got Spotify, so I should claim that through. Netflix. Obviously I don't get that with my card, but I am looking to upgrade to the more expensive cards because I just think the features are amazing. Now there is a referral link, and you'll probably see a lot of YouTubers talking about this. It's a referral link, and if you sign up to MCO, if you go for this red card here, at least, if you go for any of these, but you have to at least go for this and not the blue one, when you stake your 50 MCO for 6 months, you will also receive $50 worth of MCO for free added to your account. So that's about another 10 MCO. So straight away you're going to have 60 MCO. But bearing in mind that if you go for this card here, you do not get that bonus. You do actually get it. I didn't know this, but if you use my link in the description down below, and let's say you sign up for this free card, which you're more than welcome to do if that's the situation that you're in, or you feel that that's enough benefits for you, you can get this free card. And if you use my link in the description down below, if at any point in the future you have accumulated 50 MCO, as soon as you buy and stake 50 MCO, they upgrade your card to this red one. And then that offer that you've clicked on today in the description will kick in at that point. So you'll receive $50 worth of MCO straight off the bat. I didn't know that. Someone in Telegram actually messaged me and said, Glenn, I've signed up for the blue card, but it says here if I top up to the 50 MCO, I'll get that $50 free. So even if you're going for the free card, it's probably still worth clicking on the link, because who knows, in the future you may upgrade your card and you may get $50 for free just for nothing. So that's a really cool feature. So that's really it for all the fees and how the card works. There's a lot that I've learned over the last few weeks of having the crypto.com card, because there's so many features. As soon as I sort of touch on one topic of the card, people are like, well, what about the lending? What about the earning? Oh, and did you know you can convert it to CRO? And then you think, well, hang on a minute, why is there 2 tokens? So just to be clear, MCO is for the card. Anything to do with this card, your cashback rewards, your Spotify, your Netflix, anything like that is all MCO. To get the better cards, you have to stake more MCO. Anything to do with their exchange side, so you have to actually log into a website and click on exchange. For this you need CRO. So they're the 2 differences, and a lot of people seem to be getting confused by that. Even to this day, people are sending me messages in the Telegram group chat saying, Glenn, I've just signed up but I don't understand. Do I buy the CRO tokens or MCO? Like, which one should I buy? So if you are very interested in the card but you have no interest in signing up for the exchange, then you would just buy MCO. If you want to take part in the exchange at some point, then you would buy CRO. So I hope that clears that up. The Revolut I found really easy to sign up and get started. You download the app, you put in your phone number, your address, they literally send you the card out like a few days later. You can actually download the app without getting the card. Here you have either their standard price, which you get these features on. Now you can actually use a lot more cash and stuff with these compared to obviously the other cards. They have, even on their free one, no fee ATM withdrawals up to £200 per month, generous top-up brand discounts with Perk Plus, free Revolut card. That's one of the plastic ones. Send over 150 different currencies. So yeah, you can actually convert any of your money into any other currencies, and you can either save it in that currency like with a savings account, or you can send it to people. If you upgrade to a premium one, you get slightly better features. You can withdraw more cash, you can use the other features like the stocks and bonds, or you have the $12.99 metal card. So you get that awesome gold metal card that I showed you guys, this one here with the silver logos engraved into it. So I think it's probably the best looking card. You also get overseas medical insurance. I think that's really good, especially for anyone who travels a lot. There's no monthly limit on exchanging up to 30 currencies. You can withdraw up to £800 per month cash, fee free. You have instant access to 5 cryptocurrencies, but just bear in mind you're not actually buying the actual cryptocurrencies. You also get lounge keys, so a bit like the crypto.com, you can have access to airport lounges, which is really cool. You have to book them in advance, and they do this 1 free Swift transfer each free. Now there's all these features, great, fantastic, but what are we actually going to use? And I notice a lot of you message me in the comment section down below saying this exact process, and I learned this when I actually went on a training course for a weekend, and we were talking about being creative with finance to buy houses. So let's just say you have a credit card with 15 grand limit on it, and you want to buy a house, a car, or whatever it is you want to buy. Now if you ring them up, and let's say these places don't accept a credit card, you ring up your credit card company and you say, I would like to do a cash withdrawal or a balance transfer. They'll say, yeah, there's a balance transfer fee of 3%, 4%, 5%, whatever it may be. So if you're transferring 15 grand, you're going to end up paying quite a lot in fees to transfer that money over. Then you have to actually pay sometimes a higher APR compared to just purchases. So some cards have 0% on purchases for 18 months. But if you do a balance transfer, that's not considered a purchase. So then you start getting charged that APR, and some people get thrown off by that. Now, where the Revolut card really comes in handy is because it's not a UK bank account. When you actually top this card up using a credit card, it's like you're buying something from a shop. So you can actually buy, you can put in there like 15 grand, and it will act on the credit card side of it as if you're making a purchase through this company of 15 grand. Now that means you don't pay any bank transfer fees, you're not paying sort of like the interest and all that sort of stuff on it. Now once you've got it into your Revolut card, as I showed you a minute ago, you can send it to any other Revolut customer, or you can put it in a savings account, or as long as you've got an account number, sort code, you can send it to any bank account in the world. Like, you can use their international bank transfers, or you can just use the UK ones. So you can actually get money from your credit card into your bank card fee free. Now, if you do this too much and you abuse the system, so say you're transferring 15 grand and you're moving it about, and then you're paying it back off the credit card again, and then you're doing it again a week later, eventually your credit card will say, look, we're not going to allow you to do this anymore because we're not making any money on it. The same as they've stopped people from buying cryptocurrencies with it. But what a lot of you guys are doing is transferring money from your credit or debit card onto Revolut, and then transferring it into euros, and then sending it to exchanges that accept euros and buying cryptocurrencies that way. So if I went over to Coinbase now, there might be a pairing of, say, Litecoin versus euros. And if it, and I know there is a British pounds one, but let's say it didn't have a British pounds one, and I wanted to buy that Litecoin, I could send the money from here to Revolut, convert it into euros, and then obviously send it to Coinbase and buy that Litecoin. So that's what a lot of you are doing. Now you may be saying, yeah, but Glenn, you just showed us that you can convert pounds into euros on the crypto.com card. Yes, you can, but you can't send it out. You can't it's just there on the card. So where Revolut really sort of pulls ahead with them is that you can actually withdraw that balance and send it out to anyone, which is awesome. So that's having a look at all their fees, their app, the looks of the card, and actually using it in the real world. So let's have a little drum roll of who I think deserves to be today's cryptocurrency card winner. So let's do a drum roll. I'm going to say crypto.com. The amount of features that I just showed you, I think that if Coinbase pull their finger out and actually start offering lending and interest, then they could catch up with crypto.com. But at the moment, crypto.com are just really knocking it out of the park, and I'm not biased in any way because I've got one. I mean, I've got all three of these cards, and I actually pay, the card that's costing me the most is probably the Revolut one. And I'd say it's the best looking, and I do use it. I use it, like I say, for that feature of transferring money from credit cards. So all these cards have a use case for me. But if I had to pick one and someone said, right, we're going to come and cut your two cards up, I would have to keep the crypto.com one. I really would. This has been an awesome venture signing up to these guys. So I really recommend that you guys seriously have a look at them. But saying that, if you really want to live in a world where you actually spend your cryptocurrency at the point of sale, then Coinbase is your card. Or if you just want to use fiat and you just want to buy a ticker symbol for cryptocurrencies, you don't want all the fuff of owning the private keys and remembering your seed words and all that sort of stuff, then Revolut might be the one for you. So this really comes down to you personally. Out of everything I've talked about today, what do you guys think? What's your favourite card? Comment down below. I know that loads of you out there will start messaging, what about Wirex? What about this? And what about Nexo? And what about, you know, and I know there's loads out there and there's loads coming down the pipeline, but for 2020 at the moment, I would say that these are your three best options in the UK, at least anyway. And I would say that actually crypto.com is leading that pack. They really are the top dog for cryptocurrency cards. Saying that as well, there are a lot of companies that are up and coming that are offering the app side of it. So they haven't quite got the card right yet, but they are offering a very good, slick app service where you can store balances, you can transfer it to pounds, euros, and dollars and stuff like that, and you can send it to different bank accounts. Swissborg is an up and coming one. Guys have been talking about it in the Telegram group chat. Someone pointed us out to it before it started pumping like crazy over the last week or so, and the price has just gone to the moon, which I wish I got in sooner. But I downloaded the app and I actually tried it out, and you can do bank transfers, you can send the money, you can buy cryptos and you can sell it and then transfer it back into your bank. So there's a lot of cool features with that going on, and there's a few of these that are up and coming. But I think it's always good to have a card as a backup, you know, like obviously you can do Apple Pay and Google Pay, and I believe you can actually register. I've got Revolut registered with Apple Pay, so I can just double tap the side and pay with the phone. Crypto.com, I had a look and I couldn't see anything. They have no Google or Apple Pay support at the moment, and I believe the Coinbase app has Google Pay support, not Apple Pay. So that may sway you depending on what ecosystem you're in for your phone and your gadgets and stuff. That may sway a decision for you. But I hope you guys have liked that review and an overview of all the different types of cryptocurrency cards that I have available to me. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, what are your favourites, and what's your favourite feature on all of these cards. Don't forget to smash that like button for me, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you want to sign up to any of these cards, there is a link for each one in the description down below. And if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified next time either I do a live stream or do one of these videos, click the little bell notification so you know when I go live. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you on the next video from Big Glenn. Bye.